Welcome everyone to episode 18 of Boom Mic Banter. I am Nick. With me today is a guest that I've had on with multiple people, but I am so fucking glad to actually have on one-on-one. It's been a long time fucking coming, and that man is Zach Goddamn Baker.
Hey,
Zach,
how's it going?
what the fuck is up, my dude?
Nothing much. Finally get my solo shot.
Yeah, I was gonna
Finally get my one-hit wonder. Here we go.
No. There'll be multiple episodes. Also, shout out to fucking Kyle for getting pissed off for not being invited on this
podcast. Yes.
He even got mad about it. I saw him today. He even got more pissed off about it today because he was like, "Hey, you gonna hop on Gears right when you get home?" I was like, "No," and he was like, "Oh yeah." He's like, "Well, I'm gonna PUBG with
Dave.
Yeah, with Dave for a little bit." And I was like, "Oh, okay." I was like, "Well, me and Zach got the podcast." He's like, "Oh, thanks for the invite." I was like, "Oh, thanks for the invite to fucking PUBG, you goddamn son of a bitch." Jesus Christ. So more of the story, Zach. It's the principle.
Yes, the principle of the thing. And now it was upsetting because now I have a multiple, whereas he only has a single.
I just love though the concept, like low key, like we have this whole thing with fucking Grant and Kyle. Grant comes back into our group chat. They stop talking because of some dumb like petty fighting, and the whole thing starts up again. Like low key, like Grant's back in, and not 5 days into Grant being back in the chat, we now have it's the principle of it. Like,
times are simpler when it used to be on us being told there's no such thing as democracy.
Yeah. It's just so true. Oh, Jesus Christ. So thank God. I mean, like, for the past couple days, we've been back and forth with Gears.
Yes.
We've had a little bit of dabbling with multiplayer together. But you just beat the story. So
close.
Oh, okay.
I'm at the last act. I'm in the final
okay.
act.
Okay. So I was about to say, so we're not too far off, because I'm right at the tail end. I'm like at the final, like, not to spoil things, I'm at the final explorative part of Act 3.
Okay.
If that puts in perspective.
Yep.
So at least without going in details of what is happening, how do you feel about Gears so far as a whole?
I hate myself. Only because I decided to do it on what used to be known as hardcore difficulty, but now it's advanced or experienced.
Yep.
Doing that. And there are some parts where in that difficulty you wish the AI would step up, and party of one. Just party of one sometimes. And Jack.
Jack
can come through. Everyone else, no.
See, that's the one feature. So for people who haven't played it, like, Jack is essentially, like, for the previous Gears games, Jack was always just a robot that just essentially, like, would open doors to go through checkpoints, and back in the day, you never had to do a button press or an input or anything. The robot didn't really do anything, and it really was only there to kind of, like, build up load times, like, low-key, like, for the game. But now, it's, like, actually a character that does shit low-key, not to mention you can customize, like, and level up abilities for it, which is fucking super dope. So it kind of adds, like, on top of the already, like, cover shoot system that's, I mean, Jesus Christ, been their bread and butter since day one of fucking Gears 1. It adds, like, a cool, like, strategic element, which I think is nice. So
yes.
on top of you having a couple cog soldiers that are fucking running around doing shit, you also now have direct control over, like, one individual thing.
Yeah, and his abilities definitely help in the difficulty I'm playing, because some abilities, like the revive one, comes in handy. Or the stem boost. Mm-hmm. Amazing.
Hell yeah. But yeah, I think it's really good. Like, a buddy of mine was actually just hitting me up because he hasn't bought it yet, and he was like, all the reviews are saying it's like the best Gears, like, of all time. And for me personally, I don't know if that's true yet.
Yeah.
Because I still, like, number one, I haven't beat the campaign. The campaign's been very good though.
Yes.
The campaign, I have not gotten what always the middle game, and it's funny enough because, like, I don't even know if this is a trilogy yet.
Yeah, like, I don't know, because once I get through Act 4, it would set up, I don't know, it's definitely, signs point to there, but then again, the story is also somewhat vague where you can't tell. Yeah. I gotta wait till it all comes together at the end.
Well, even more so of, like, I pretty much know that, I mean, like, even the way they world build, even in this, like, you know they're not going to end it on 5, but at the same time, like, I don't even know if then they plan to end it on 6. Like, they could just keep going, like, hypothetically.
Because even with 4, you look at it, 4, they circled it around, like, JD till the end, the final scene with Kate, and now 5 circled all around her. Mm-hmm. So that means
it's definitely gonna be interesting.
That means Dell. It's all about Dell.
I know
it's all about Dell.
It's all about Dell, and then just every fucking robot. It's a robot dating sim. Like, that's all the fuck. That's all the fuck. The last game.
Colonel Sanders might be getting one, so why not? So.
I saw
that too,
dude. Do you see my comment on it? Fucking Emily posted it, and I literally was like, a dating sim for Colonel Sanders. Who the fuck else are you gonna date? The chicken nuggets? Like, what the fuck? Like, what else? You can't just... The whole thing about dating sim is you can't just date one character. It has to be multiple characters. I'm like, what the fuck are they gonna do? But going back, like, it's super... It's very interesting. Like, so far, I'm a big fan of the story. But talking about the best of the series. So I'm a big fan of the story. The multiplayer seems on point. But, I mean, you and me both were talking about that. Guns and things work a lot differently.
Yes.
It doesn't mean it's bad. It's just different from the major experience and time that we've put into the previous one.
Yes.
I don't know. I still think, at least for me, the most polished one overall was Gears 3. Just because of the culmination of the story, the multiplayer felt by far the most polished in the sense of but yet again, they had 2 games to build on that critique and work on it from there. So that's kind of like... That's always been my opinion on it, but that's not to knock 5 or 4. Like, I mean, those are 2
good.
All of them. There really isn't
games,
a bad one. There really isn't a bad one.
Great story, good amount of action. Depending on which one you're playing, good amount of drama in it too.
Yeah, fuck yeah. So yeah, that's where I'm like, that's where I'm mixed at the moment. But even still, like, I mean, right now at the point I'm at, the worst number I could give it is like an 8 out of 10, and that's the worst.
Fair.
Yeah. So like that's me being like even critical of it. Like honestly. At least so far of what I'm enjoying, and even the new gameplay features, which all of them are fun. I'm not upset or like pissed off at any of them. So far, I would honestly probably give it a 9 out of 10. But if I was going to be like super critical at the moment, maybe an 8.
Yeah.
But what the fuck's it called? So a bunch of other shit came out. So just to get the ones out of the way that we haven't beaten yet, unless you did, and then maybe I'm out of the loop. Catherine Full Body came out
halfway through.
Okay, good. Well, no, good, because I was gonna be if you would have beat it already, I would have been like shit.
I hate myself more.
So yeah, I was about to say, so I haven't even... So I picked it up, so we both bought it like same day, but I haven't even turned that one on yet, because I've been fucking streaming like everything else. Yet again though, like thoughts, feelings, what the fuck...
It's a good remix, but then again, I haven't played it in years.
Oh, so, well I was about to say, it's been like 9 years or some shit?
Yeah.
It's been like forever.
For me, it's been like 3, because like the first time I played it was using PlayStation Now, the only game I ever used Now with, on my 4.
Yeah.
But it's not bad. It's a definitely good remix in it. There's definitely a couple extra scenes at the end of each Nightmare Night. They don't hold back with the new third option with the third character, Rin.
Okay,
there's a nice little twist, which is so dumb. It's like once you find out, it's kind of dumb, but it's also funny at the same time.
That's good.
But yeah, she's incorporated right away. Like instead of like the scene of him walking in from the bar by himself, he runs into her, and then it just takes off from there.
That's dope. That's fucking dope. Yeah, I was about to say, I mean, like, that was a game I always loved, and then plus 2, like, I love the concept now of they added in a bunch of gameplay features to make it better.
Yes.
Like, or more welcoming to people, like, because now you can literally play just the story, like, you don't have to do the puzzles and shit. Or if you want to go the other way, if you already played the game, you, like, 100% it, and there's nothing for you to do. No, just like you said, they added more story elements, there's more character, there's more dialogue options, there's even more ending scenarios than because of that, and there's 2 different types. There's an even harder puzzle mode that they made, and then they also did like a Master's Quest version where like the puzzles are as difficult but totally laid out differently. Which is dope as shit.
And even the story, there's 2 ways you can do it. There's the original where it's like just the basic, special blocks, or the remix where you're moving shapes.
Oh yeah, it's like Tetris.
Yeah,
now.
It is. You're moving the Tetris blocks to get to the top.
I forgot about that. Yeah. I did see that on like the review for it, but yeah, it seems fucking like that's another one, dude. Oh my god, I want to jump into that one so bad. That might be the only one I play that I don't stream. Okay. I think like just because of how story it is, you know what I mean, which isn't a bad thing, but I just think like I'll enjoy it more if I'm not trying to. I don't think
Atlas lets that game be streamed at least through the system. Because I remember there's that big blackout with
with Persona.
Also.
Oh, I will say this. I think, at least at the moment, from what I've seen, I don't think so. Only because I've already seen a lot of people stream it.
Okay.
I haven't actually watched the streams, but I've seen a lot of people stream it. So I would say no, but who the fuck knows. And then another one that I picked up, and I played pretty much like day one with streaming it, but you literally just told me that you were playing it, Man of Medan.
Yes.
So my whole opinion of it, I was very mixed. So to preface it, I loved Until Dawn. I don't know how you felt about it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I did a couple playthroughs. Yeah, I know. I did one on my own. Q and I did one together.
Oh yeah, exactly. So I adored it. Like I 100%ed Until Dawn. I was a super big fan. Man of Medan, I could not have been more excited for, and even the premise of like now that we're getting 5 or 6 like horror themed like different like fucking Twilight Zone goddamn episodes of like technically could be same universe but all different characters and stuff. I think that's really dope, but like fuck man, this one needed a lot of work.
I think for me it's like I don't mind it only because of the price point. If it was something, if I was gonna say, I feel like I'd have more negative response if I got what I got for a $60 price point versus a $30. So
hell
like,
yeah,
I'm glad it kept itself honest.
That's very true. Like, you know what? Now that you do say that, I definitely agree. If it was 60, I'd be fucking rage quitting. But at 30, yeah, it's definitely okay. Like my biggest thing though is like the characters that are incorporated. I'm not even gonna critique it as like whether the story's interesting or not because I can get down with it. But like, holy fuck, why on top of like slow moving characters that you already had in Until Dawn, would you put them in even smaller hallways that they can't walk properly? Like, I can't tell you how many times I'm vertically just fucking like walking into a fucking hallway just trying to fucking like just get to the end of it.
It's just World War II freighters. That's just how it is.
Yes, exactly. Like, oh my god. And I'm not opposed to it, but like this one ramped up jump scares to like 85, where at the point now it's like I just got comfortable. Like, I mean, the campaign's not long. Like, we were talking, like, what is it, like 4 or 5 hours?
3 to 4, honestly.
Yeah.
If you're looking around for collectibles, probably 4 tops. But if you're just gunning through it,
you'll get it through.
You'll get it done in 3.
Yeah.
Or if you want to try and keep everyone alive, then yes, it'll.
Yeah, then you might have to work a little bit harder for it. But yeah, like this one just put up jump scares like every like 15 seconds. Like once I played my first hour, I was like, oh, I'm just. Every 15 seconds, you're just gonna get hit with like just something, just like something new, which yet again isn't bad. But when it's happening so frequently in such a short period of time, I almost became numb to it. Like I was always just like, okay, this is gonna happen. Like that's cool.
See, I thought Until Dawn was a little bit more intense.
I agree. Well, see, even more so to that. Like I think it was more intense because they spaced it out.
Yes.
Because I think the amount of action that they put in both games is actually the same. The big difference is Until Dawn is like a 12-hour campaign where Man of Medan is 3. So like they compiled all that combat into the same version of the game.
Like Man of Medan is more music jumps than actual like visuals.
That's very true. Well, and also too depending on which ending. So like just to preface this. All right, so we'll get into some spoiler territory with this one because first of all, it's a quick campaign, and this is one game I don't give really too much of a fuck about talking about spoilers because there's like 15 different endings
you can go.
Yeah, exactly. So how did your first gameplay go?
Lost Conrad right away.
Really? See, I was so pissed because I think you and me were talking about this. Like, they marketed Conrad, like he's on the cover, he's the only one on the cover. He's like
he's the most known actor out of that group.
Exactly, the most well-known actor.
Good old Iceman.
My first playthrough, just like not to go through the whole thing, my first playthrough with Conrad literally gets on the boat, escapes, not in the rest of the game until literally the credits.
Okay.
That was my whole playthrough. So I was like the most main dude. Isn't even in my
I was
game.
terrible at the quick time events in this one than Until Dawn.
Well, they were a lot faster.
Yes, they were.
They were way fucking faster.
That screwed me over my second one. But yeah, the first playthrough, I got him in the boat. He got shot. So I'm like, but of course he drives off like he's fine. Like, okay, it's a flesh. And then it just cuts after him. He's just getting eaten by crows. So he's in the middle of the ocean just, okay, cool, he's dead. Because on the first one, I missed him, or I got him killed. Because it was funny, because he got shot. And I was like, oh, he's fine. And it cuts to the courier going, look at you. You had your first casualty. I'm like, but he was fine.
He swam away. Everything was good.
And then I lost Fliss.
Same, I did too.
Which was funny. Or at least it was funny how it's set up. Because it was a random event of QuickTime events. Dodge the first one. Cool. Get an achievement. Awesome. It's like, dodge QuickTime. Awesome. Get smacked the second one and she dies. And I was like, well...
What happened? What part did she die at for you?
It was...
Because she died for me, but it was an even sillier part.
It was in the boat, in the hold of the ship, Brad with the wrench, because Brad was hallucinating.
Oh, shit.
So the cutscene for that is while he's gone, Brad's just like, I hit something. I don't know what I hit.
See, for me, Brad, I found the gas mask, So I didn't have that hallucination because Brad had the gas mask on. So it's funny because
I didn't even find a gas mask.
Yeah, it's in like a random locker, but the thing is they jump scare you before it. You literally open the locker and it goes, and then you close it. But if you open it again, there's the thing
because both times, that happened to me both times. I'm like, fuck it, no.
Yeah. So that happened, but no. So the only character I lost in the first play, well, technically two, but I lost Fliss in the first playthrough because when it didn't get that far, so I don't know what character you had for it, but with Brad, because they meet up, and then the water. There's like this lower chamber and water's filling up in this room.
Oh, yes.
And Fliss is trapped in it, at least for me it was Fliss. So then the water's rising and you see it beforehand that there's a lock and there's clearly like a sharp broken shovel thing. No, it's like break the lock. So when she goes up to it, she notices the grate thing that's like half tattered. But in my brain I went, oh, the game is doing that to fuck with you and wants you to go for that now. But because you saw the lock first, that's the smart way. No. The game wants you to go for that fucking thing first. And I was like, God damn it. And it's only like one choice. Like you only can do it one time. It's not like a repeated thing. Yeah. So it just happened once. Fliss gets drowned and I was like, God damn it. And then, which this, in my opinion, pissed me off more. So at the end of the game, if Conrad escapes, okay, so if he goes to get help, at the end of the game, you have to intentionally fuck up a QuickTime event. So when Homeboy's swinging around the fucking sledgehammer and has the fucking piece of the boat, I like, after I got fucked up with a couple of the quick times that thank God didn't kill me, I went like, okay, at the end of the game, I'm not going to fuck up like anything. Also, I didn't even know it was the end of the game at this point. Yeah. So I nail everything. I keep the fucking, I can't think of her name right now, but I keep, is it Julia? Is it
That's
Julia?
The girlfriend, or the fiance at this point.
So literally, so Julia, who literally like, is trying to grab the thing, and then she's dodging the hammers. So I knew through that whole part, I was like, this bitch could die, like, any second.
Any second now, yeah.
And on top of it, I knew that the part was getting, like, fucked up and stuff. So I nailed every fucking button press. I saved Julia. Alex and Brad are like, cool fucking beans, let's fucking go. She grabs the piece. The dude fucking dies. They go. They fix the boat, and they go. And then because they fix it, Conrad shows up later and then dies because he's searching for them, even though they left. God. Which I was like, I did it right, and he dies.
Okay, that's
like,
cool.
What the fuck?
That's awesome, because on the second playthrough, I got cucked the same way at the post-credit scene.
Yeah, I was literally like, this is bullshit. I will ask you this, though. Okay, so on your second play, so Conrad dies at the end for you on the second one, right?
No, I get him to live.
Really?
So I did the second one in curator cut, which some choices are already made for you.
Oh.
So, like, the conversation of Brad and Alex on the boat, instead of you, like, encouraging him to be here, that just goes on its own.
Okay.
So some roles are flipped.
Huh.
So, although it's funny, because I thought on the first one, I thought I killed Julia, too, of what game I was playing.
Yeah.
Because I hit the rusted iron on her leg when we were diving. I was like, oh, she's dying of tetanus at the end. I was like, oh, I'm already writing her off now.
Yo, I found this out. I didn't know this. Do you know the dumbest, like, the saddest fucking dumb way Julia dies?
I might have accomplished it.
If, when they get out and they're in the water and the boat fucking explodes, if she gets out immediately, if you go immediately, she'll fucking die at the end of the game.
Guess what the curator's cut did?
She gets the bends in the curator's cut?
Yep, and here's the best part, and this is where the quick time events fucked me up about being too quick. Because I knew it. I was like, okay, this bitch is going to die at any point. And I was like, and I get to the part where then you go for the generator. The team I have is Fliss and Brad. You find the rebreather. Yeah. Like, I need to bring this with me.
Yep.
I bring it with me. Sledgehammer Man finds me.
Yep.
I fail the first quick time. They still bring it with them.
Yep.
The second time, though, when you're still in the hall, I missed the last one.
Oh,
so Fliss leaves behind the lantern and the rebreather.
God damn it.
But in the second one, you don't, at least the playthrough I had for the second one, the curator's cut, I don't fight him. Wow. He dies of the gas. He ends up having too much of a panic and has a heart attack.
Whoa.
And then you just pick the distributor cap off of him and you get the fuck out.
What the fuck? How the fuck? Is it maybe if no one dies before then?
I guess not. Or even, because even that time around, because I knew it was going to happen to some of the premonitions, I played a little bit more passive.
Yeah.
So, like, even in moments of, like, attacking people, I was like, I just didn't.
Yeah, exactly.
Especially knowing what happened. So I guess, so you said Conrad coming back and dying. Was that the only extra credit scene you got?
That on your first one? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, at least post-credit scene, yes. Okay. Like, I had, so, like, the whole ending scene, essentially, was, it was Julia, Alex, and Brad on the boat,
Yep.
They're like going away, and then they're all like fucked up, and then literally Julie is like, "Shit, I hope we see Conrad or something."
Yep.
Conrad then shows up with like the U.S., which is this is what I don't understand though. Conrad shows up with like the fucking U.S. Marines or something. He has like a U.S. Marines boat, but you only see Conrad. You don't see anybody else.
Because this was mine on the first. It even happened. Did it happen on the second one? It did not happen on the second one because everyone technically got out. Because on my second playthrough, it doesn't show what I went through on my first. Everyone's together, and she just goes, oh, and dies. And and I'm like, I just got cucked.
Yep.
I had them all alive.
She got the bends, yep. Oh,
but on the first one, because I used the radio.
Okay.
So at the end of the first one, a helicopter lands down.
Okay.
And it's two soldiers like, okay, what's going on?
Oh, do they gun everybody?
No, it's interesting. So you remember how the guy with the sledgehammer stabs the Asian dude and you think he's dead?
Yes.
The Asian dude then attacks the soldiers with the sledgehammer, and then it ends there.
Holy shit.
That was my extra credit scene. Because, like, they obviously get out on the boat, and, the helicopter lands as two, Marines just like, okay, what are we doing here? Like, okay, is anyone alive? Like, not knowing what they're about to get into. Danny runs at them with the sledgehammer.
Holy
and then it
shit.
ends.
What the fuck? So what is up with because you brought this up, but I'm trying to get so what is the curator's cut, like, initially? Because that's like, because first of all,
it's like an alternate version.
Okay.
So it's like either you play in certain scenarios, you play as like, let's say for an example, I'm trying to think of who's together. Like when you're Alex diving under, you're playing as Conrad. Then meanwhile, while they're doing the dive.
Okay.
While you're trying to like.
Okay, that's dope.
It's like you and Fliss above water while you still do the underwater part. It just gets cut off early, and then you're just Conrad up top.
Okay. Because that's the one thing I was gonna complain about, but I can't be like super fucking pissed about it. Because like at the same time, it like this game in particular wants us to play like 15 times like over to get multiple playthroughs. Because there's still way too many fucking mysteries. Like the biggest like secret that I found was we actually opened up the coffin and it had the two-headed fucking dude. But I saw in like an image, I didn't see it in my gameplay. But I saw an image of, like, it standing up, and it's, like, alive. Or at least, like, maybe it's a vision or something of it alive. But I was like, holy fuck, like, what the shit? And then I didn't realize until after the game, because the game doesn't even, like, spoon-feed it to you at all. But there was one scene, I don't know if you had it. I don't know if, at this point, Fliss was still, like, alive or not. But Fliss is by herself, and she's in a part of the boat that looks like pristine. It almost looks like a ballroom, but that's where they're doing the sacrifice. I didn't realize that that's her tripping balls, and that's the fucking end game area of where you're fighting Sledgehammer Dude at the end, where like you're doing all that. I didn't realize that until like in the middle of me fighting the Sledgehammer Dude, because I was like, oh fuck, this is all the same thing. She was just tripping balls.
She was tripping out,
yeah. I was like, what the fuck? There's so many things that I still want to understand. Like I still like don't understand like where the gas came from. Are these things Martians?
Oh,
like
really?
I don't know. Like that's
because I figured it out. I figured it out from the first one.
Oh, then by all means, please elaborate. Help.
So pretty much it's because you find out because even if you keep Brad alive enough and he finds enough of the secrets, he can explain it also.
Okay.
It is the Manchurian gold is a chemical. It was a man-created chemical used in war.
Oh.
That when the lightning struck, obviously it then brought into the water, making that fog. It was all hallucinations the whole time.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. Well, what the fuck? So wait then, is the two-headed thing real?
I think that is real, but anyone who saw it probably hallucinated what that
all
was.
All the other shit about it. Okay, that totally makes sense.
Because that's what happened too, because like even Brad at different points even would see something, other person would be like, what are you talking about? And you'd be like, okay, I got this. So I see something you don't.
Yeah.
I saw something about this. This is what it is.
Yep.
Because actually, when I got in the second playthrough, I got them all together where they're before about to go to the radio tower. That's where they all break it all down and finally figure out what's going on.
Well, that's what I was gonna say because I try to find as much shit as possible. But yeah, same thing. Like when, at least for my group, like when they got together, they were just kind of like, oh, yeah, like this shit is going on. Then Alex was like, okay, but for me, Alex is like a fucking dumbass. He was like, okay, yeah, we saw this one thing, and, like, that's cool, but they were like, yeah, like, wait, let's try. And for me, like, all I was thinking was mentally, but for us, Fliss died way before that for both of us. But all I was thinking, I was like, Fliss would fucking tell me everything.
Because, I figured out also, because, like you said, the ballroom thing with Fliss, once it changed back to normal, there's the cargo from the beginning of the game. I opened it, and it says Manchurian Gold, and you're like, It's this chemical stuff. It's not actually gold.
That makes a lot more fucking sense. Because I was gonna say there was like so many. I read a lot of the papers, but after a while, I was like, if it was just like a note, if there was just a note of some bullshit, I was like, yeah, fuck this noise. Okay, so that makes a lot more.
Yeah, and then even on the second playthrough, I didn't have Conrad get on the boat. I had him come with me onto the freighter.
That's what. Oh, Jesus, hold on. That's what I was just. That's what I was gonna say. Because because I was trying to look up after he died. Then I was like, well, what the fuck was I supposed to do? And they were like, yeah, Conrad doesn't have to go on the boat. I was like, what the fuck? I thought that was going to be, like, my ace in the hole. Turns out that's a whole red herring for, like, no fucking reason. I will say, too, like, the one image that I always keep seeing is Conrad... Because, okay, so you get Conrad in the ship with you, so I do want to ask you this. Did you see the scene ever, and this is the one I was waiting for, and I thought it was going to be the post-credits one, but it's not, when Conrad's, like, freaking out, and then the, like, old 60s-looking woman shows up, and then she turns into, like, a zombie thing?
He mentions it. He mentions that we're all together, but I never got to experience it as him.
Okay. Well, was that... That might be because of the curator's cut. Maybe if it was the original...
Yeah, if it was the original,
it could have maybe been that
Because if for me, I was playing as Fliss, and I'm in the captain's quarters, I just got the key to a safe from his office, then it cuts to Conrad just bursting in.
Oh, okay.
So the zombie and old woman is most likely actually Fliss. Because he's hallucinating, so it's Fliss. You're chasing him through the ship to the point where he's at the top of one of, like, the stacks, about to jump off to save himself, even though it's to his death. So you have to quickly, like, word it correctly to get him to literally come back off the ledge.
Jesus fucking Christ.
And then he finally realizes where he's at, and he's like, what are we doing here?
The fuck?
And Fliss is like, you idiot.
Holy shit. Yeah, the game's fucking bananas, dude. Alright, well that makes me feel at least a little bit better. Because my whole thing, I was like, I wanted to get back into it and do another playthrough and stuff, but it was like, it was almost kind of that, I mean, this could be a bad example. Like, it's almost that Dark Souls-y thing where, like, it was so much lore dumping sometimes, and then sometimes I had to so look into stuff, which I'm not against. Yeah. Like, I mean, just like we were talking about, like, I know it's a game where we have to get 55 endings to be able to do stuff. I mean, geez, I love the way... Even to now, the achievements are even cheeky with that.
Yes.
Like, there's a playthrough for just killing all the men. Like, there's a playthrough for just killing all the women. Like, it's so... Like, that shit I love. Like, that shit I think is fucking brilliant. But,
Or even, now I'm thinking about the creator's cut, one distinct difference, you play as the other Marine instead of... You play as, Charlie instead of Joe.
Really? Oh, shit.
Which actually
that's fucking dope.
Plays a difference on Fliss's hallucination in the ballroom.
Really?
Yep, so you know... where there's the little cabinet you can open up, and there's just, like, a picture of a lighthouse?
I didn't have that.
Okay, because there's, like, a cabinet on the far right. You have to, like...
No. Okay. I had the cabinet. I had a laughing dummy.
Okay, I had that, too.
Okay, I was about...
As the second guy you play as, I died in that closet because I decided to hide in there. And then he has a heart attack and dies.
Oh. Yeah, I'm trying to remember... Yeah, no. Because for me, it was... Maybe the hallucinations are different depending on what you do?
Because I think that was the cabinet that gave me the picture that gives you a premonition of the next game.
Yeah, maybe. Huh. I didn't even think about that. Because, yeah, for me, it was... Because I thought it was that... Or at least I was, like, pseudo-prepared for it. Because, I mean, maybe it was different for you on two different playthroughs. But for the main dude in the flashback or whatever... Yeah. He dies because the boy... There's, like, a boy that he sees in that cabinet.
I think he thinks it's his son. Oh.
Or maybe it's a younger version of him or just a kid ghost or something. Like, who the fuck knows? But anyway, yeah, the kid almost looks like a fucking kid Wendigo almost and then fucking screams. So then that's where, like, when I first saw that, I went, oh, fuck, they're Until Dawn and Man of Medan. Like, fuck yeah. But then, of course, they went different, which is good, honestly.
Which is good, yeah.
But yeah, and then when I opened, because in the back of my mind, I was waiting to see a kid skeleton. That was what I was thinking of the whole time. But then when I open it up and then see that fucking, like, almost, fucking, oh shit, I can't think of its name. All it reminded me of was fucking the puppet from, Goosebumps. Slappy?
Sure.
I think its name is Slappy, the fucking dummy. That's all the fuck I was thinking of. Like, I saw that and I was like, oh, that motherfucker. And then you put the coin in, fucking laughs and skull bashes it. But you know what's weird? When, because I tried to say, like, fuck it, and I closed it and opened it again, the glass is still broken, but it goes back to normal. Which I was like, huh, that's fucking weird. Wow, that's fucking interesting. I didn't even know there's different vision. So, when you opened it up the first time, what was it? Just a lighthouse?
Yeah, it was just like it's the background of like the toy, and I think if I remember correctly, yeah, it then shows a photo because it does one of the premonitions.
Yeah,
but it doesn't show it for that story. It shows it for the next one.
That's so fucking bananas, huh? Weird. Oh well, by the way, too, that was the most obvious. I think that's for everybody though. They the other post credit scene was the Little Hope trailer. Yeah, I think that's just.
But yeah, no, it was actually premonition for the actual thing. I was like, oh,
that's bananas.
I'm not gonna remember that in 2020.
And speaking of which, though, Little Hope looks dope.
Yes.
Like already looking at Little Hope, I'm more amped for that one than I was for Man of
Because that one, it's like an actual like horror. Whereas this one, I did find it cool. I found it interesting. It was more of a scientifical horror.
Yeah.
Just like because obviously you learn it's the chemical and all that.
Yeah, this one it's just more hallucinogen. What the fuck is happening? But the next one is definitely like shit is happening.
Yep.
The minute his fucking mom gets fucking whipped with those chains and dragged, I was like, oh boy, fuck yes, like shit is happening. And then plus two, you get that fucking like just little girl dancing around the fire with a doll. I was like, oh fuck, this shit is gonna be fucking bananas. Like, oh man, yeah, that looks really fucking good. Ugh. So many good games, dude. So many fucking good games. Then we got fucking Borderlands coming out in fucking 3 days.
2.
Yeah, Jesus, 2. Yeah, I was about to say, fucking Christ. Got that goddamn 9 p.m.
Yep.
Are you working it?
Yeah.
Ah, damn. Really? See, okay.
It's me and Kyle.
Oh, okay.
He scheduled it for the two of us, yeah.
Oh, okay. Because I was going to say, I have off, but then I'm doing like first thing Friday morning, so gotta bust that shit out. So, super fun. But, on another random note, because Zach, out of anybody, I think, I mean, probably you more than me, but definitely out of the two of us that I know, out of our friend group, we are by far the biggest, like, Funhouse fans.
Yes.
Of, like, yeah, we both joke that we've had either Funhouse TV or just, like, the best of Funhouses on repeat.
On repeat.
Yep.
I'll just go to sleep. I'll put it on as background noise, fall asleep.
Absolutely. And, some pretty fucking crazy shit happened, this week or last week. Which fucking Bruce Green, like one of the original fucking founders, creators, fucking everything, dipped out. How the fuck do you think about it, dude?
I mean, I get it. It's one of those, it's like, it's hard to describe because, like, yeah, when I started watching them is when they were still with Machinima's Inside Gaming.
Yeah,
and I was like, oh, I could get down with this, and they're like, oh, we're leaving, and I'm like,
shit,
the fuck, and then they're like, oh, don't worry, guys, and then
we're starting our own fucking thing, and I was like, oh my god.
Or at least to hear Bruce's reasoning from, like, okay, I could get behind that because like, his reasoning was, I've helped make billion-dollar companies look good. Just by my part alone, I want to do that for myself. Yeah. Like, okay, that makes sense.
Which I fucking get it, because he's done it so many fucking times. He did it for fucking, what was it, like, his first time he did it was, like, for Comcast or something?
Yep, when he worked on G4 at Comcast.
Yep.
And then, he got brought into Machinima for Inside Gaming.
Yep.
Which, I don't know if did you watch that little 30-minute thing they did? Where it's all
the tribute thing?
No, not the one with the clips, but like the one with all of them around the table.
Okay, I watched
so
that
both
one
of them. Okay. Yeah, because obviously Adam's like, I was about to be out the door, and then you showed up, and
they pretty much, I mean, like, Machinima's like, here's Bruce, like, he'll help you out in any way you fucking need, and then they made it, like, debatably at the time, they took it from something that could not have, like, when you looked at it, it was completely dead and could not be saved.
Yeah, something while you're bored waiting for the next Realm or Minecraft video to come up from
then
Machinima.
Debatably the most popular series on Machinima at one point. Like, by a fucking landslide. Like, it was fucking nuts. And, like, yeah, I don't know, man. It's just, like... And this is just my personal opinion. I'm not trying to be a dick about it. But, like, I don't know if... I mean, it's definitely just not going to be the same. And, like, that's just gonna suck.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna be different, but by the sound of it also, it just sounds like the door's gonna be open no matter what. And I just love because when they did the thing, when they did the announcement, he was even like, well, yeah, we have a Drunk Mario Maker on Friday. You want to come back for that? Yeah. See him on Friday. Yeah, exactly.
It's like, that's the one great thing, because he's still down the street. Like, he still lives right near the office and stuff, and like, and they know that too. They're gonna have him on like all the fucking time. They're gonna do essentially what they do with all the other guest streamers that aren't there full time or anything, or not even have a job there, which is they just guest spot on for a little bit and do shit.
And he made a good point that I didn't realize till he said it, where Bruce is even like, he's not in many videos as we think anymore. He's just on like the 2 main series of their comments and demo disc.
Yep.
And I was like, okay, because he's busy doing other managerial things. Like, that's a good point.
Well, they definitely balance it. Like, he's on maybe 1 out of every 3 or 4 like GTA videos.
Yep.
But same thing, they are focusing more on rotating the staff, and then plus even him talking about, like, you know, trying to quit before, and then even the company being nice and giving him a sabbatical. So like, the one thing that I'm happy about to hear about the whole story is, like, no one got burned.
No.
First of all, Bruce tried to bring it up to them like an adult. He was not, like, being a jerk-off about it at all. No. The company even, which usually the company would then be like, oh, well, fuck you. Like, most companies would be like, suck my ass.
Yeah, like,
but then they were even like, dude, take a sabbatical. Take some time. You can use it. Like, make sure you're okay with stuff. And even Bruce brought it up to the fucking team. Like,
he's like, you guys should take one. Please do.
Exactly. But even, like, he brought it up in the sense of, like, would you guys be okay with me leaving? Because he didn't want to, like, dip out and be, like, an asshole. So, yeah, I don't know. It's going to be rough. Because then even, like, you have a lot of people that, at least, like, for me, that I feel like wouldn't necessarily fill the role, but definitely would, like, help support it better, would be, like, Lawrence and stuff. But you don't, like, same thing, though. Like,
Lawrence has Inside Gaming back again.
I know.
So it'll be interesting, because obviously it's going to take a month or two for us to actually see changes.
Yeah.
Because, like, of how big their back catalog is and what stuff they've already produced.
Well,
like,
just like
even when Bruce was gone, you couldn't even tell.
And just like you said, even, too, like, even Adam said it, of, like, yeah, like, even with you leaving right now, as of we're recording on this day, we still have at least 5 episodes coming up that you're in, and we're still, like, Funhouse and everything's fine. Like,
even any collab, too, because I think they did one with Smosh, and they
I just saw that. I literally just saw that, like, when I was driving home. Yeah. That was pretty good, actually. I was actually pretty impressed.
Check it out.
Smosh is always 50-50 with me.
Yeah, nowadays,
I watch it, the worst part is, I watch it for Shane, and that's it.
See, I don't watch any of the new cast. I watched the original like years ago, and then I did a little bit of Smosh games like 4 or 5 years ago when they first started, and I haven't really gotten back on it since.
I jump in like whenever, like I'm not even subscribed. I'll just watch the occasional shit if like Shane is doing something funny because I think he is fucking hilarious, and everyone else I find like not unfunny. I just find them boring.
Okay.
And they always just try to do the fucking improv shit. And I'm not like, listen, like everybody does their thing and that's what they want to do, which is fine. But I'm just like, it's like it's 50-50 with me. I never just, it doesn't hit me in the funny bone.
I will say the good one they did do, and I only found it through Facebook, was when they did the fake proposal at Disneyland.
Oh, yes.
That one was pretty good.
I did see that. Yes, that was pretty fucking soft. See, when they go out of their way to do shit like that, that's when I definitely think it's taken to a different level. But yeah, man, I don't know. It's gonna fucking bum me out. But I mean, we have 86 million videos of nostalgia with fucking Bruce in them, which is fucking good.
Even Funhouse TV, just like
yes, exactly. So that should be fucking good. Yeah, it's mixed, but yeah, what the fuck can you do? Oh god, but Zach, the other major thing that I want to talk about before we wrap this shit up, so I've been kicking up fucking streaming, which has been tough as fucking shit, and I've been trying to keep consistent with it. Even tonight, I'm gonna fucking playing with like all you motherfuckers. We'll be streaming tonight, which will be good. But I gotta ask you, man. I gotta put you on the spot a little bit. When the fuck are you kicking up this fucking stream with goddamn Q, Zach?
Well, I actually texted him today because I was like, hey, I'm not gonna talk to you through someone else's stream. Let me just text you myself.
Yes, I was about to say this is first time daily reporting.
Which now I'm thinking about, I did respond, so he forgot to respond to me. That's okay. He's a busy boy. All right. Yeah, because it's been a couple years. We've had it's definitely, I don't want to say difficult, but it's interesting how Q living in DC.
Yeah.
Where if things worked a couple years ago, then he wouldn't have had to leave, but I wasn't financially able to do an apartment with him.
Totally. Yeah. It was bad timing.
Yes, it was really bad timing.
Bad timing.
It's something we've talked about, even when we got together for Otakon at DC too. It's something we brought up. Mm-hmm. It's definitely getting down to the logistics and finding a schedule.
Yeah.
And especially not waiting for each other to wait a day to text each other back. So once we get that down, but we're both busy, so I completely get that. So it's like not even like, because I'm the same way, where it's like, oh yeah, he texted me one day later. Yep. Oh shit.
See, my whole thing that I keep, it's just always like, even with like the podcast for me isn't as bad now. But yet again, I think because I've been doing the podcast for at least a little bit
consistency
longer.
Is always key.
That's always it, dude. Like, it's just, with streaming, I feel it's so much harder because, like, it's kind of that mixed bag of, like, fuck, man. Like, I don't even want to turn myself on. Like, I just want to turn on the console and be like a fucking zombie. But at the same time, I'm like, I'm going to do that anyway. And I can still be entertaining enough and just shoot the shit while I'm doing it. Like, I just hit fucking record while you're doing it.
Because that's the big thing for me, because I've tried to do it sporadically, like you, where I've tried to be like, okay, this is the game I enjoy, I'm going to definitely stream this.
Yep.
But yeah, I just sit there. Even when I'd use Facecam with PS4, I'm just sitting there, just deadpan to the screen, and then, just like something happens, go like, oh shit. Like, just like no expression, just like, oh shit. and like someone come and be like, "Hey, cool," and like I'll use my pop wall as my backdrop, which is nice. Like,
that is dope. So, I was thinking, see, like
that used to be our production space too. Like it'd be my bedroom, and it's like I have like my posters pops up. That's what we use for the backdrop.
See, I'm thinking about doing that if I ever get for the podcast, especially if I ever start actually doing video for it. I would love to do that because I have enough shit to easily have backdrops. But like, I don't know. I still got to figure out the logistics. Like, and that's the other thing too. Like, my goal now, at least at the moment, is just make sure that I'm staying consistent for at least a couple months. Then once I get really comfortable just in the consistency of it, then I'll start buying equipment. Yeah. Because I do, like, especially for streaming, like, obviously the podcast is going to be way more, like, higher in quality. Yeah. But the streams, like, I got to get fucking video on. Like, thank God Grant's been doing me a solid with the Blair Witch ones. Yeah. And he brings over his Connect adapter and shit, so we run it through that way, just kind of, like, fucking mulligan it, which we're doing tomorrow, too, which would be fun. But I
can say that with the PlayStation one going forward, if you do stream on PlayStation, turn off notifications because obviously when you stream on PS4,
it'll come up.
It's a weird like black box, just like it doesn't even tell you what you got.
Really?
Yep, that's what Q and I learned when we were streaming. But yeah, him and I even talked about like at least he has a PlayStation, so do I. At least for a cost-effective stance, we could just game share, so you can get the multiplayer games I have, and then vice versa.
Well, also too, he's debating on getting our console relatively soon.
Xbox, so we could do it together too.
Yep, that's all I'm saying, dude. Get that fucking shit together. God damn. Because the reason why I bring it up, not to just be like get on the fucking ball again. Bro, the fucking streams you guys have were so fucking.
And that's why I could never.
So fucking funny.
That's why I could never do it alone. Like that's why I always did sporadically because like. Q doing improv and doing stand-up, I'd be able to feed off of him.
That's what I'm saying, man.
Which even,
fucking
it's funny.
Christ.
It's funny you bring that up because there are days where I will show people at work the old videos we did, which are still
funny.
Up. Yes,
They're
which are still
so
up.
Fucking funny.
Because at least
I still show people those because I was literally like, hey, we had this whole thing going on. Here was like our fucking like crew, and they fucking were thankful. Like, I mean, we were thankful enough for them to upload shit to our channel.
Yes.
And then we fucking had that stuff, and I was like, God damn it, that shit was.
That's what I loved about the dynamic because even in some videos you still see I'm still deadpan, but even from Q though it feed me into just have reactions again.
Oh my god, shit was so fucking funny. Like, if you guys could even just keep, even if you guys could put out like the extent that you had that crash video, if you can do that once a week. Fucking Christ, dude.
There is one thing I do have to pick with him, though. There is a Naruto video out there that never got published.
You have said that. Is it still...
I have...
You have the rough edit,
I still have the stream itself on my laptop. Q made the edit, but then just stuff happened with his laptop, and it never came out.
Oh, my God. You have to have that, so when you guys get back together and, like, officially kick it up and, like, get the YouTube channel and stuff, that has to be the first upload. Yes. Like... There has to be like a 10-second video of just like we back, and then right then
it just cuts right into a Naruto dating sim, a Naruto flash game dating sim. With probably oh man, yeah.
Fucking Christ!
I gotta go through that one again. Those were fun.
That's what I'm saying, man.
And even when we made us all in The Sims.
Oh yeah. Oh my God. There's so many good ones. There was that where you guys were playing fucking Dead Rising.
Yep, those ones are fun.
Outlast. The fucking Outlast shit was fucking funny. The reactions with you guys with fucking Outlast.
Actually, no, I had to text. I texted about this because I remember Q's been putting some stuff like sporadically on his YouTube channel.
Oh, okay.
I forget which one it is. I'll send it to you at least.
Is he like he's uploading shit even now?
Yeah, nothing recently. He put up something on a Google Doc where it showed like his editing for like the independent news thing he's doing.
Oh, okay.
Other people, but there's one he did. He was talking about E3. That's right. He was talking about how it was like. He was just talking about the games right now. He was like, all right, Blair Witch is all right, but it's not like there's people taking and like fucking your wife. And he cuts it to him and I playing Outlast. Where it's him and I playing Outlast, and it's where you hear your wife getting stolen through the megaphone,
while you're crawling,
and Q just goes, I think they just impregnated my wife. And it just cuts back to him having a normal conversation. Because when I watched this the first time I was watching, I was like, that'd be a good cut for him to put in the son of a bitch. There it is.
And there it is. And boom goes the dynamite. Holy fucking shit.
So yes, it is something I do hope one day to get back to do with him.
Dude, you should, man. That's all I'm saying. Listen, I know like life busy things in the world and such, but goddamn, man, that would warm my fucking soul. You guys get that shit back together.
Yeah, and you're not the only one to ask about it too.
Oh man, I'll nag you about it because I care.
Yes, no, that's fair.
Oh god. Yeah. Hey, really quick, just since he is like kind of on it, can you plug Q's YouTube channel real quick?
Oh yeah.
I was about to say.
Let's see.
Because that motherfucker, At least, even if he hasn't uploaded some shit in a little bit, we should still plug that fool.
Yeah, it's just Quentin Collins.
Just Quentin Collins?
Yep, and then the photo is him sitting there smiling
Let me
with
see.
a mirror selfie. Oh, wait, actually, it's much bigger on
That's
that.
Fucking flash on, just like... Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, God damn. Alright, Zach, well, thank you again for hopping in, my dude. It's
I gotta yell at him. He took it down.
What?
The video where he puts the clip, it's not there right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Fuck. We'll hit him up at some, because I'm gonna upload this in a couple days anyway, so it shouldn't be that big of a deal. Oh, Christ. Well, Zach, thank you again for hopping in, my dude.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Yeah, dude, always a fucking pleasure. Yet again, not a one-hit wonder. I'm gonna have you on again.
Yes.
We're gonna do this shit again. The only problem is if I have you on before Kyle gets back on, then it's...
Then 3 might be a crowd.
Yeah, then... Then we start our own YouTube channel of Three's a fucking crowd, and then the caption is it's the principle
and then just
of it.
chanting the anger chant of the Red Lantern Corps.
Oh shit. Well, on that note, everybody, thanks for all tuning in, and as always, good evening, good night, and good luck.